Love him or hate him, Greg Gutfeld has redefined late-night television. He's rich, he's witty, and he's as controversial as they come. But behind the sarcastic jabs and headline-making comments, what's really going on in Greg Gutfeld's life? How did a California kid go from writing satirical columns to dominating conservative media? And what secrets is he keeping behind the walls of his $10.5 million apartment? Stay with us, because what we're about to uncover is way more shocking than you think. Before he was a multimillionaire media powerhouse, Gutfeld's career took some bizarre turns. Gregory John Gutfeld was born in San Mateo, California, in 1964, and trust me, no one expected him to become one of the most polarizing figures in American media. He started out just like any other opinionated college kid, studying English at UC Berkeley, a place not exactly known for breeding conservative commentators. But while his peers were protesting, Gutfeld was sharpening his wit. He landed a job writing for American Spectator. But here's where it gets interesting. His next move? Writing for Men's Health magazine. Yeah, you heard that right. Before shaking up political media, Gutfeld was dishing out fitness tips. But one outrageous move almost cost him his entire career. His big break came in the early 2000s when he became the editor of Maxim UK. But his unfiltered humor and controversial takes didn't sit well with everyone. In fact, he got fired. Most people would have faded into obscurity, but not Gutfeld. Instead, he doubled down. What happened next would change late-night TV forever. In 2007, Fox News took a gamble on Gutfeld and gave him Redeye, a late-night talk show that blended comedy with political analysis. It was chaotic, it was unpredictable, and it was totally different from anything else on TV. But here's the real kicker. Redeye wasn't supposed to last. Fox thought it was just a niche experiment. Instead, it built a cult following. Celebrities, politicians, even other news anchors tuned in just to see what wild thing Gutfeld would say next. Then came 2021. Late-night TV was dominated by left-leaning hosts like Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Kimmel. Gutfeld saw an opening. And guess what? It worked. But success comes with a price, and for Gutfeld, that price was controversy. Greg Gutfeld has never been afraid to push boundaries. But some of his comments nearly cost him everything. If there's one thing Gutfeld does well, it's stirring up controversy. And we're not talking about mild Twitter feuds, we're talking about full-blown media firestorms. In 2009, he made a joke about Canada's military, calling it a joke and suggesting that they take a year off. Canadians didn't find it funny. The backlash was brutal, and even Fox News had to issue an apology. But that wasn't the last time Gutfeld found himself in hot water. In 2023, he made headlines again after an explosive segment where he downplayed the Holocaust while discussing censorship in schools. The outrage was immediate. Critics called for his show to be cancelled, but Fox stood by him. But here's the thing, while the controversies rage on, Gutfeld is living a life most of us could only dream of. Behind closed doors, Greg Gutfeld lives very differently from the persona you see on TV. With a net worth estimated to be around $18 million, Greg Gutfeld is far from the average TV host. And if you thought his on-screen personality was flashy, wait until you hear about his real life. In 2024, Gutfeld made headlines again, not for a scandal, but for his jaw-dropping real estate purchase. He dropped $10.5 million on a luxurious penthouse in Manhattan. The place? A modern masterpiece with skyline views, a private rooftop terrace, and a wine cellar stocked with only the finest bottles. But here's where things get interesting. Gutfeld isn't flashy about his wealth. Unlike other celebrities who flaunt their riches, Gutfeld keeps his personal life incredibly private. Few people have ever stepped inside his lavish home. And when he's not working, he's living a surprisingly low-key life with his wife, Elena Moussa. Many people don't even know Greg Gutfeld is married. But his wife's story is even more fascinating than his own. Gutfeld's wife, Elena Moussa, is a former model and fashion stylist. The two met while Gutfeld was working in London, and it was love at first sight, at least, for him. Here's the thing, Moussa is notoriously private. Unlike many celebrity spouses, she rarely makes public appearances. Some people have even speculated that she intentionally stays out of the limelight to avoid Gutfeld's controversies. But there's more. In late 2024, rumors started swirling that the couple had quietly welcomed a daughter. Gutfeld hasn't confirmed or denied it, keeping the details under wraps. And just when you thought you knew everything about Gutfeld, there's one more twist. Will Greg Gutfeld remain the king of conservative comedy? Or is his reign coming to an end? Despite all the backlash, Greg Gutfeld has built something that's nearly impossible to take down, an audience. And love him or hate him, there's no denying that he's changed late-night TV forever. But here's the real question, can he keep it up? With political tensions at an all-time high and social media outrage growing louder, Gutfeld's future is anything but certain. Some insiders believe that he might take his brand beyond television, launching his own independent platform, one where he can say anything without network interference. Others think he'll eventually be forced off the air, either by a major scandal or shifting media trends. One thing's for sure, whatever happens next, Greg Gutfeld isn't going down quietly. Greg Gutfeld isn't just a TV host. He's a disruptor, a provocateur, and a media mastermind. From getting fired at Maxim to running one of the most watched late-night shows in America, his journey has been anything but ordinary. He's made millions, sparked outrage, and built a loyal following, all while keeping his personal life a mystery. But as we've seen time and time again, fame comes with a price. And for Greg Gutfeld, the biggest battle might still be ahead. So, what do you think? Will Gutfeld continue his meteoric rise, or is he one controversy away from losing it all?